Hey, good morning. Hope everybody is doing good and that this finds you well. I want to, there's something that really, it got to me yesterday, and I feel the need to speak up on behalf of my fellow community that is deaf, that is hard of hearing, that may have any difficulty in that aspect. And I want to remind you something. Please, do not be rude. Do not be disrespectful to people who can't hear good. Now that we have to social distance and now that we have to wear masks, I can't tell you how much harder I have to work at trying to hear people, at trying to understand their word enunciations and everything. And it's just, yesterday, I'm not even going to lie, I let it get to me and I started sweating because I'm on a new journey for something and I was not able to hear the information I needed to hear. And I started to panic, and I actually legit started to question my ability to do what I needed to do to accomplish this goal. And it was like the still, small, quiet voice that God reminded me that He does not make junk. And I don't have to feel out of place. And I shouldn't have to feel ashamed because I have to ask people to speak up and to be a little bit more patient. So, in case you're wondering what it's like for those who can't hear good, those who are deaf, 90% deaf, let me give you a little insight. Did you hear what I just said? I'm sure you didn't, because that's exactly how it feels for those who are hard of hearing. All I hear is just muffled, and I see the mask moving, but it's so hard for me. So this is just a little PSA. Please be patient. Please be respectful. Just because somebody can't hear you and they have to ask you to repeat yourself, it doesn't make them less of a person. Do not make them feel bad. Do not make them feel like they're any less of a person because of that. That is not something that we ask for. It's the way God made us. And you know what? I lived in shame and I lived in embarrassment for so many years because of this. And I'm not even going to call it instability, because you know what? I have to look in the good and the bad, and I have to actually see this as a blessing in disguise, because this, being half deaf, it actually allows me not to hear the nonsense that's out there a lot of the times that people are talking about. And I can't tell you right now, how so good that is. But for the moments that I do have to really get the information that's being spoken to me, I have to work, we as a deaf community and a hard of hearing community, we have to work 1,000 times harder. So all I'm going to ask of you is, when you come across somebody who is hard of hearing, who is deaf, treat them like you would treat me. If you know me and we're friends and we're cool, you treat that person like if it was me. You would never snap. You would never get rude. You would never make me feel stupid. You would never start shouting at me like if I'm stupid. It doesn't help. When you start yelling at us, it doesn't help, you guys. Sometimes it's just all about you not mumbling. It's all about you enunciating your words properly. And it's all about you just looking at the person in the eye and having some respect. You don't understand how much of that little thing it can take, and it can go such a long way. So now that that's off my chest, I hope you have an amazing day. Don't let anybody steal your smile. And remember, God doesn't make junk, and you are amazing. Peace and have a blessed day.